You think you know your wife, right? Think again. When she cheats, the truth doesn't just walk through the door, it slips in quietly, hidden in small changes, little whispers. You'll notice it in her behavior, her words, her distance. But here's the thing. Most men miss it until it's too late. I'm about to reveal the 8 attitudes that show up immediately after she cheats. And trust me, these are signs you can't afford to ignore. Stick with me, and I'll make sure you see the truth before it's too late. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment telling me what city you're watching from. Let's get this conversation started. Attitude 1. Emotional withdrawal. Have you noticed it? The change in the way she communicates, or rather, doesn't communicate. It starts slow, almost imperceptible at first. You ask her how her day was, and she gives you a quick, "It was fine," with no enthusiasm. You press for more, but she gives you the bare minimum, like she's just ticking boxes. It's as if the warmth she used to share with you has slowly evaporated, leaving a cold, transactional tone. And the worst part, she doesn't even seem to notice the shift. At first, you might convince yourself it's nothing. Maybe she's just tired, you tell yourself. Maybe work's been stressful. Sure, everyone has those days, right? But here's where it gets dangerous. The distance isn't a one-time thing. It's consistent. It happens every day. The conversations that once felt effortless are now hard work. The small, meaningful exchanges that kept you connected are gone. The texts she used to send with a laugh, the little frustrations she used to share from her meetings, they've all disappeared. And it's not because she's busy, it's because her emotional energy is going elsewhere. You might catch yourself trying harder. You keep initiating conversations, planning little gestures to rekindle that connection, but she's just not there. When you ask, "What's wrong?" she waves it off with a distracted nothing. She's not interested in talking, and it's like your attempts to connect are falling on deaf ears. And here's the kicker. You start wondering if it's you. Maybe I'm boring, you think. Maybe I'm not listening enough. But let's get something straight. This emotional withdrawal isn't about you. It's about her divided loyalty. She's investing her emotional energy somewhere else, and you can feel it. You might notice subtle clues. She laughs more easily at her phone than at your jokes. She zones out when you speak, like her mind is somewhere far away, and she no longer initiates conversations. In fact, you realize you're the one constantly reaching out, but the moment you stop, silence fills the space between you two. The warmth is gone. Now, I'm not saying that emotional withdrawal always means an affair, but when you start seeing this shift, it's time to pay attention. Something's changed, and it's not about a busy schedule. But this withdrawal isn't the worst part. There's something even more dangerous that can follow, and you're about to see it. Keep watching. Attitude 2. Unexplained irritability. She's snapping at you more often now, isn't she? The things that used to roll off her back now seem to trigger an outburst. A comment you've made 100 times suddenly sends her into a rage. You didn't load the dishwasher correctly. How dare you? You forgot to pick up something from the store. Are you even trying? Everything you do seems to annoy her, no matter how small, and you're left wondering, what the hell just happened? This irritability isn't random. It's not about the dishwasher or a forgotten errand. No, the roots run deeper. When someone carries guilt, shame, or the weight of a hidden truth, their emotions start to spill over in unpredictable ways. They might lash out to deflect their own discomfort or to justify what they're doing to themselves. It's the mind's way of creating an excuse, and trust me, this tactic is more common than you think. But here's where it gets even more subtle. The anger isn't just about you, it's about her. Think about it. This sudden shift is like a smokescreen. The more she can convince herself that you're the problem, the easier it becomes to justify her behavior. Maybe she tells herself, "I'm irritated because he doesn't listen to me," or "he never helps out." These little justifications feed her internal narrative that what she's doing is somehow acceptable. And the worst part? She's not even fully aware she's doing it. And this irritable behavior doesn't just stay in the background. It bleeds into everything. The smallest things now spark tension, And it gets to the point where you feel like you're walking on eggshells, waiting for the next emotional explosion. You second-guess your words, your actions, even your tone. Every little move seems to provoke a response. And just when you think it's over, the coldness lingers. That's the hardest part. You never really get the chance to explain yourself. But here's where it gets even darker. This irritation isn't just about redirecting her guilt, it's setting something much more dangerous into motion. What comes next will make you question everything about your relationship. Keep watching. Attitude 3. Heightened protectiveness of her phone. Have you noticed how attached she's become to her phone lately? It's almost like it's a permanent extension of her hand. Where she used to leave it lying around, now it's always with her, gripped tightly, screen facing down, always out of reach. You might ask a simple question like, "Who was that text from?" And suddenly, her reaction is immediate. She's defensive, quickly putting it away, or responding with a dismissive, "It's nothing." But you feel the tension in her response. Why does she act so protective? Here's the thing. This isn't about needing space or having personal boundaries. This is about guarding a secret life. She's hiding something, and that phone is the barrier she's using to keep it all under wraps. You might notice she doesn't leave it unattended like she used to. Before, it was on the kitchen counter or left charging in the living room. Now, it's always on her person, whether it's in her hand, her pocket, or even tucked away somewhere she can't let you get near it. If she happens to forget it somewhere, there's an urgency in her voice as she rushes to retrieve it, as though it's the most important thing in the world. If you happen to glance at it while she's distracted, she quickly swipes it away or flips it over. She might even start locking it with a code, changing settings to make sure you can't access it easily. This heightened secrecy isn't a random change. It's deliberate. And the worst part? She might try to explain it away, saying she's just been busy with work or that it's nothing, just routine. But pay attention to the shift in her body language, the tension in her voice. She's doing everything she can to keep you from digging deeper. You might start questioning yourself. Am I being paranoid? But trust your instincts. Her phone has become a fortress, and she's not letting you in. This isn't just about a device. It's about what it's protecting. But what happens next? That's when things get even more revealing. Keep watching. Attitude 4. Sudden boost in self-presentation. Have you seen how much effort she's putting into her appearance lately? It's not just about looking nice once in a while. It's an intense transformation. One day, she's wearing the same old outfits, and the next, she's stepping out in clothes that fit differently, more revealing, more polished. And it's not just about clothes, is it? The hair's different, the makeup's more carefully done. Even the perfume, she's practically bathing in it. You could say she's just treating herself. But that's not the full picture. She's reinventing herself, and it's not for you. Now, you might think, hey, maybe she's just doing some self-care. Good for her. But when you dig deeper, it doesn't add up. This sudden surge of effort isn't happening for a date night with you, or because she wants to surprise you. It's happening during her me time, when she's out with friends, running errands, or heading off to work. This isn't for you, it's for someone else. It's the need to impress someone new in her life. You might notice she comes home from a work trip or an outing, and there's this different energy about her. She's glowing, but not because of you. Compliments from you. She smiles politely, but it's not the kind of smile she used to give. It's almost as if your approval doesn't matter anymore. She's basking in someone else's gaze, seeking validation from a different source. And don't be fooled. This isn't just about a wardrobe update. It's deeper than that. There's a certain energy about her now. Her confidence is higher, but it's not directed at you. The little glances she used to give you when she dressed up, or when she did something special, are gone. Instead, she's now walking with a purpose, to be noticed by someone outside your relationship. But here's the kicker. She's not asking you for feedback. She's not seeking your opinion on that new outfit, or asking for your approval on her new look. She's presenting it as a finished product, and you're just a spectator. You're not part of her transformation. You're left watching her change from the sidelines. And while this new look might seem exciting, there's a deeper reason behind it. But what happens next? That's when things take a turn that you won't see coming. Stay tuned. Attitude 5. Changes in physical connection. It's hard to ignore, isn't it? The way closeness has changed between the two of you. And I'm not talking about just the amount of it, but the quality. What used to feel spontaneous, warm, and full of connection now feels mechanical. The passion is gone. She used to initiate, used to get excited, used to look at you with that spark. But now, it's different. It's like she's going through the motions, but her heart and mind are somewhere else. You might find yourself trying harder, planning romantic evenings, setting the mood, but nothing works. She's always tired, too busy, or just not in the mood. And when you do manage to get close, it feels like she's just there, but not really with you. Her touch feels distant, her eyes don't linger, and there's no spark after. She pulls away quickly, scrolling on her phone or turning over to sleep. You're left feeling like a stranger in your own bed. And here's the thing. This isn't about just being tired or stressed. Every couple has their low points, but this is different. This withdrawal is deliberate. The emotional connection that once fueled your closeness has been redirected. It's no longer about you. And when physical contact does happen, it feels cold, almost like an obligation. A box that needs to be checked. She's not engaged, she's not present. It's as if her body is there, but her heart and mind are with someone else. You might even catch yourself questioning if it's you. Am I unattractive now? Did I do something wrong? But here's the truth. You didn't. The issue isn't your looks or your charm. The issue is where her emotional energy is going, and that's what makes this even more painful. The closeness is gone, but it's not just about physical touch. It's the emotional bond that's slipping away. But what you don't realize yet is that this change is part of a much bigger shift in your relationship. And the next attitude, it's the one that will leave you wondering if she's already emotionally checked out. Keep watching. Attitude 6. Defensive behavior. You ask her a simple question, and suddenly it's like you've launched an attack. Who are you texting? Or, you've been out a lot lately. Everything okay? The moment the words leave your mouth, her response is sharp, defensive, almost hostile. Instead of answering, she accuses you. Why are you always so controlling? Or, why don't you trust me? What happened to the woman who would have just told you who it was or why she was busy? Now, any question feels like you're challenging her, and she flips it back onto you as if you're the problem. At first, you might think it's just her being stressed or tired, but this defensive reaction goes way beyond a rough day. It's a complete shift. Every time you try to probe deeper into her behavior or ask about something that feels off, she shuts you down. Her tone changes. Cold, irritated, sharp, and you're left feeling like you've done something wrong just for asking. She deflects, makes excuses, or even turns the conversation into an argument about you instead of addressing the issue. This defensive behavior is a classic sign of guilt. If she's hiding something, your questions bring that uncomfortable truth closer to the surface, and the easiest way to deflect is to make you feel like the problem. She might say things like, "You're paranoid," or "Why can't you just trust me?" She makes you question yourself, your own instincts. You start wondering, maybe I am overreacting. But here's the catch. You're not. Her defensiveness is a mask for the truth she doesn't want you to see. Over time, these interactions create a toxic dynamic. Instead of feeling like equals in a partnership, you start feeling like you're walking on eggshells, afraid to ask anything. You avoid certain topics altogether, not because you don't care, but because she has trained you not to. The constant defensiveness builds a wall between you two, and soon, even the most basic conversations feel impossible. But here's the twist. This defensiveness isn't just about guilt. It's a distraction, a way to keep you from uncovering the real truth. And what's the worst part? The next behavior you'll notice will hit you even harder. Keep watching. Attitude 7. Emotional unavailability. It's like talking to a wall, isn't it? You try to connect, to engage with her emotionally, but the responses you get are empty, flat. She's there, but she's not with you. It's as if the woman you once shared everything with, the one who'd listen intently and care about your day, has turned into someone distant. It's subtle at first, little signs that her attention is elsewhere, but after a while, you can't ignore it. She's emotionally checked out. You ask her how she's feeling, and instead of the usual depth, you get a half-hearted, "I'm fine." When you talk about something that matters to you, she brushes it off, distracted by something else, her phone, work, or just her own thoughts. It's like you're living in the same house, but you're strangers. And this distance doesn't come with any warning signs, it just happens. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, deliberate withdrawal. She might still be physically present, eating dinner with you, watching TV, even having basic conversations, but emotionally, she's already gone. The worst part is, she won't tell you why. She won't open up. If you press her, she'll dismiss it, maybe even accuse you of overthinking. "Why are you making this a big deal?" she'll say, but you know something's off. You can feel it. This shift is deliberate. She's choosing not to invest in you emotionally, and it's not because you've done something wrong. No, it's because her emotional energy is being poured into someone else. She might tell you she's busy with work, or that she's stressed, but you know this feeling. The one where you reach out, and it's like she's a million miles away. It's a lonely place to be in a relationship, but as bad as this feels, it's not the worst part. The next shift you'll notice will make you realize just how much she's really checked out. Keep watching. Attitude 8, complete disengagement. You can feel it now, can't you? The shift is undeniable. It's not just the little things. It's the way she is with you now. She's not just emotionally distant, she's disengaged. You're sharing a home, but she feels like a stranger. The warmth, the connection that once existed between you is gone. You try to talk to her, to share something that matters, but the response is flat, uninterested. She's physically present, but mentally, emotionally, she's checked out. She doesn't initiate anything anymore. No random texts, no "I love you" messages. When you try to talk, she barely responds, her answers short and automatic. When was the last time she just sat and listened? It's been a while, hasn't it? This isn't a temporary phase, and it's not just a rough patch. It's a deliberate withdrawal. She's not just avoiding intimacy, she's avoiding you. The little efforts she used to make to connect, even just sharing her thoughts, have vanished. The silence between you feels colder now, even though you're still living under the same roof. The most painful part, she's stopped trying. You may even find yourself questioning whether you've done something wrong. Have I changed? Have I not been enough? But here's the truth, it's not about you. It's about where her heart has gone. She's mentally detached from this relationship, and her emotional investment is, see you in the next video.